adding his own, I think, game box to that. And then we do have another one sitting over there that's built, I know. I think that's going to be another customer one. So yeah, there's a couple in the works as far as orders with the Ultimate Pedestal goes. Let me bring this up on my phone. Just because it's easier, so I don't have to be walking back and forth. There we go. All right. So I'm just going to get into it here. Doing final quality checking. Yeah, let me know if you have any other questions with any of this or what I'm doing or anything to do with our machines or anything like that. Have you guys ever put a Dragon Ball in as the trackball question mark? I guess I don't know what you're talking about as far as like the trackball itself or like the artwork behind it. I know they do make different kinds and colors of these trackballs, so I mean we change those out for customers or we light them too as well. So I'm just going to start checking with everything. This is just a kind of our standard base pre-build, nothing really special as far as Tron sticks or anything like that goes. But it should still get all done the same. So I can see he missed the Bluetooth. He forgot to disable and the sound, the NVIDIA sound. So I'm just going to get in there and do that. I know it might be kind of hard for y'all to see. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll try to kind of zoom in. I don't know if that's a better view. So they have these. Yeah, I don't know how well that would work, to be honest with you. It's a possibility that would probably work pretty good. I just know that these trackballs are kind of, I don't know what the weight, I guess, of that trackball might be. I don't know if it'll be enough weight to actually slide on the rollers because these are actually pretty solid. So, I mean, definitely you could try it out and see if it would work. No, yeah, we haven't had anything crazy with like replacing the trackballs or anything like that. Do you ever run into trouble setting up external USB controllers? I have to do that on mine, and I haven't tried it yet. Draken Arcades. I guess could you explain a little bit more in detail? Are you just plugging in like an external, like I guess what you're saying is you just have like a USB controller, not like a wireless, like an Xbox controller, is my guess. Yeah, I guess it just, if you could clarify, I think it's Draken Arcades, bud. Hopefully I didn't butcher that name. But yeah, if you could explain in maybe a little more detail as far as what you're kind of saying there. For using 8 buttons for players 1 and 2 and 6 buttons for 3 and 4, when are you needing to use 3 pack LED boards? No, so yeah, if you just have like the base layout like we have here, you should really only need 2. If you're going to add sticks or any more buttons, you're going to run into probably having 3 boards. But typically with just kind of like I said, the layout that I have, like you're talking about the 8 buttons and then the 6 for here, and then obviously your player buttons, your shift, and your 3 buttons up here. These 3 buttons get tied in here, so they light up all the same, I'm pretty sure. No, that's for pinball, sorry. Pinball buttons will get tied to here, so those light up the same. These are separate, but yeah. 2 boards will light all that up. But like I said, if you add anything more like RGB sticks or any more buttons, you're going to need 3. And a wired Xbox controller, yeah, it all depends on the year of it. Kind of just gonna plug my light in for a second. I think that's what I'm getting, like reflection from outside. Sorry, my trackball is probably being all weird. There we go. Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, it all depends on the style, if it's a newer one or older one, and depending on that, like you'll probably end up having to go into the emulators and obviously just remapping your button controls. And if you check out our YouTube channel, I have tons of tutorials on how to do that. So feel free to go check out those videos, and then basically shows you how to get into every emulator and set up your controls that way. So hopefully that helps for you, but if you run into any issues, just let us know. Still can't load Shank 2 in my Megacade. I'll check that out in a minute. Maybe David could answer that. Yeah, so I mean, we have just our regular aim track guns. I'll try to kind of explain this a little bit, guys, here for you. I'll back up the camera. So these are our regular, just aim track guns. I think the Gun4i GunCon 1s look just similar to this. Obviously, with Gun4IR, you get the 4 sensors. So you get one on the top, one on the bottom, one on the left, one on the right. And you're going to get a little bit more, I don't know, like tracking, I think, with it. You can be a little bit closer with the Gun4IR stuff. They're obviously a little bit more high powered. They have the fish on the end. They pretty much work the same as these, like I said, but just obviously you're going to get a little bit better tracking, and then they're a little bit more high powered and things like that. We do have the Gun4i GunCon 2s, and those you get a little more inputs. If you guys just give me a second, I can go grab one of those. I know the Ray at RPEG Electronics, I know he's got all kinds of different guns that you can get, and I believe he can even customize your own. Because I back, I believe it was a Bean Megacade that did a while back, and he actually had a Nerf gun that was a Gun4IR gun, which was kind of cool. Yeah, I'll check the Shank 2 here in a second. 187 Bronco. Just give me a second here. Any tabletop pre-builds available? No, those are, we would take in custom orders for those tabletops. I don't know if we're going to do that in the future, that we'll have maybe a pre-build of one of those, but the tabletops are usually custom orders just because we don't really get many of them. But here's your GunCon 2s. So obviously you're going to get a little more inputs on here. You have up, down, left, right, kind of diagonal pad. You have like start and select, which is kind of cool. So you can start your game from here. Select is like your coin, I know, for your main games. So you can hit start and select, which is kind of cool. I know I just had to program some of these the other day. And then obviously you can go into a Technoparrot as well and make this your start. and select from here. And then for some of those games like Time Crisis, left and right, which is kind of cool on here, option just right on your gun. It also has the reload here too as well, which is cool. So these are the GunCon 2s. I believe these are a little bit more expensive. Maybe David could clarify on some of the prices. But I know we have a set of these and then GunCon ones. I've seen also ones that were a little more expensive, and actually they're kind of like our guns, but they almost look more like real guns, and actually the kickback, this whole thing kicks back, which is really cool. I've only seen 2 of those come through on my end of those. But those are, I think, another option. Like I said, you'll have to go to Arpeg Electronics and check out his website. I know he does like some other guns too as well, Gunfire stuff. And like I said, I believe he can even kind of customize some other guns as well. Like I said, I've seen one Nerf gun and it actually lit up on the top, and that was a Gunfire gun. So hopefully that answered your questions, Joe, there on the Gunfire and our regular guns. What's up, B-Flex? So let's get into checking out Shank 2 here. So hopefully you guys can kind of see that. So I'm just going to go right through Launchbox and just look for it right away. Let's check to see what's going on with Shank 2. So it should just be in our customer requests. And then I'm just going to range by title, so it does it alphabetically for me. And then I'm just going to go find it quick. Is that game in customer request, Shank 2? Right? Shank 2. I gotta go up a little more. No, not seeing it here. Maybe I'll just do a search. I'll just do a search on all. And we'll just do a search. Shank 2. So where is this? I'm just curious as to where this is even. Shank 2. It's in PC games. So where is it launching from? It's launching from Shank 2, a shortcut. So that's where it's launching from. So let's just see if I can't play it here. So I just got a Launchbox error. It recommended me to shut Launchbox and restart it. So just give me a second. Build Mafia. No, we do not build virtual pinball tables anymore, but I believe we are going to be partnering with a company that builds them really well. Maybe David could chime in a little bit more on that. I know we kind of had to discuss that on our last meeting, how we might be partnering with a company that builds them and are known for really building them really well. And we actually might have one in our shop, and then we might be having them on our website as well. But I think I wasn't here for all that stuff, but I think they did build a couple, but they're just so challenging to kind of get in there and do everything. And there's companies out there, like I was saying, that just master them and do like a beautiful job with them. And I believe that's kind of why we were partnering with them as well. Yeah, so that, yeah, I believe, yeah, there you go. Ultra V Pin, I believe that's who we're probably going to be, like I said, partnering with. And eventually at some point down the road here, we'll probably have one in the shop, like I was saying, which would be really cool. And then I believe we might be having their stuff on our website as well. And they do a really awesome job, just like David was saying. They're the best out there for that kind of stuff. So I know it was saying PC games. Okay, awesome. How'd you? Did you just point it to the exe file, David? If you can hear me, because I'll change it on this one, and I'll change it on all the ones moving forward until we get it in the new drive, updated drive system here. Just gonna arrange by title again. That's Shank 2. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I can kind of show you guys how to do it here. Go to edit metadata. If you guys can kind of see what I'm doing, I know it might be a little hard. You're gonna go to launching, and then we're just gonna, this application path, we're just gonna browse, and then we should be able to find it in here. So we'll just grab, yeah, that's shank.exe, shank 2. That's the shortcut. Yeah, that's the shortcut, which that's where it goes. Okay, yeah, I'll find it in a second. I'm just trying to see what everyone's saying here. So browse, and I think what we were saying, then navigate to D drive. So that's what I'm in. This might take me a minute, you guys, to figure this out. Just bear with me. What is David saying? Not the shortcut. Set the launch path to the actual game folder in the PC games. So yeah, here I'm gonna kind of navigate there. Hopefully you all can see this. So our D drive we want to go to. Can I expand this? So I'm just gonna kind of expand this so you guys can kind of see here. So yeah, the D drive, arcade, system ROMs, PC games, and then I think we'll go here. And now we'll find Shank 2. So Shank 2, we'll open this folder. Bin folder. And then shank2.exe right here. So I don't know, hopefully you guys can kind of see that. Here, maybe I'll just try to put this camera right in front here. So again, for everybody that's looking to do this, so again, I'm just going to back out and start from the beginning. So again, Shank 2, you're going to go into Launchbox, PC games, you're going to look for Shank 2, you're going to right click, you're going to go to edit metadata. We're going to go to launching. Then we can just go to browse. Then we can just come up to the top here and just click on PC games. Hopefully you guys can see this. PC games, and then that's just going to bring us back one folder. And then from here we can go all the way down and we can find Shank 2. We can double click and open that, and then we're going to go to the bin folder from here, double click that, and then we're just going to find Shank 2 right here. We're going to click on that one click, and then we're going to hit open, and that just changed our application path. So when you're done doing that, you hit OK. It says, you know, it's going to tell you that the path is not located within the games. Would you like to automatically update it? And you just hit yes. And then that should update that. And then if you wanted from here, you could right click and you could play. And there you go. We're up and running Shank 2 now. Hopefully that helps everyone for that Shank 2 game. It'll be fixed on our next drive set. So there you all go. That's how you get in there and fix Shank 2. I'll kind of back you guys up. And maybe I could leave the camera up front if you guys wanted to kind of see what I'm doing. I guess I could kind of work over the camera. Is this just a mouse game, controller game, PC game? So it would be like an Xbox controller. Yeah, it would be an Xbox controller game. So campaign mode. Maybe I'll load up an Xbox controller just to see what we have. I've never played this game. So yeah, Xbox controller. Normal, hard, normal. Thanks, guys. So I can try to do that in a sec here, David. Actually, maybe I'll just kind of back out and see if I can't do that. Let's see what David's talking about here. He's basically talking about you can get in there, and we have the remap.exe program to trick players. One start normally outputting, and one actually be the enter button. Can we see if we can play it from the control panel too? So what he's saying. So if I right click, edit metadata, launching, browse. So I think he's saying you go into the Shank 2 loader, AHOC, and just remove the VJoy line. So if I right click, or do I remove this? I think he's saying you go in here. No, cancel. I got to go into there manually. Sorry. I got to go through there to the D driveway. I got to go through here because I'm changing the path. So if you go here, D drive. System runs, and then you go down to PC games. I'm just going to try to see what David's saying here, seeing if I can't get this to work. And then we find Shank 2. Shank 2. And then I say in here, oops, edit script, and then disable VJoy. Oh, go into the bin folder. Sorry, I'm trying to do this. Go to the bin folder. He's saying remove the top 3 lines. So then I'm gonna go here. We go to edit, you guys. And then he's saying remove the top 3 lines. Correct? So I don't know if you can see this, David. So am I removing just these top 3? Or it's a sleep 200, run disable, or just this run disable VJoy? So basically these 3 lines here, like this. I don't know if you can see that, David. Okay, so yeah, the top 3, just like I got, correct. Sorry, I'm just making sure, bud. But delete the top 3 like I got. Okay. So I think that's what he's saying, those top 3. Just like I have. So I'm gonna right click. Bottom line, we don't use that program anymore. So I'll delete these top 3, and then you said this bottom line, the run enable vjoy.exe. So remove this as well. So delete that. Do I want to move? Obviously, does it matter if I move this all the way up to the top again, or can I just leave it the way it is? Okay. File, save, and exit. So I'm going to save, exit. And then I probably need to recompile the script. Okay. Yep, that's kind of what I figured. Because if we don't compile it, it's not going to know that I just did that. So now we did that. Now I should be able to run this, correct? So now... Okay, now point the launcher in the launch box to run the launch shank. Okay, so I probably have to let me back out. I don't know why this thing is spinning at me. Let me just quit the game because with PC games you got to quit out manually. All right, there we go. So now we go back in the launch box. What the heck? I don't know why that just closed on me. So go back to PC game. Well, we're in PC games. So now we'll go back down to Shank 2. Went past it. Shank 2. Edit metadata. Launching. Which I think I have that already. So yeah, I already have this. I already had the application pointed there. Do I need to repoint it again? exe file. Oh, Shank 2, launch Shank 2 exe file. Okay, the loader exe file. So this one we need to point it to now. Since I just went in and changed that. So yeah, we needed to switch it now to the Shank 2 loader exe after we got rid of all that stuff. So now we can open this, and then now it's to Shank 2 loader exe, and now we can hit OK. Yeah, remote helps things. Yeah, I hear ya. So now we should be good, and now I should be able to right click you guys and hit play from here. Yes. Yeah, we did it. Okay, and then now I can hit start and then go up and down. You guys can see here. So now I'm going up and down. So if you guys kind of followed through what I did there, I know it was kind of a little bit of a jumble trying to figure things out, but we got it figured out. Thanks, David, for helping me navigate. And then now the buttons. So now I should be able to hit start, normal. So yeah, now I can do this. And I'm just going to pick whatever's here, you guys, because I think this is probably all locked. Yeah. So now I can hit start. Oh, stop. Go back to help and options. Okay. Oops. Yeah, because none of that's working. So hang on. Help and options. Controls. And then I'm assuming we probably have to adjust our controls. That's kind of what I'm going to now set all functions to the joystick on the panel. So basically, I'm assuming I'm probably click and left. Yep. So now you can just get in here, like David's just saying, what I'm doing now. I'm basically programming the controls now to this. So move right. So we'll just select right. We can go look. So yeah, up, and then we can select this as down. Don't need to do dodge controls. And then obviously you can make your different attacks. So hopefully you guys are kind of following through. So yeah, we could just make this like button 1, like kind of David's saying. We could make light attack button 2, ranged attack. We can make button 3. Oop, button 3. Jump. We can make jump what? Button. Yeah, button 3 we did for that, and then we can make jump button what? 1, 2, 3, 4. We can make grenade button 5. Use. I don't know what use button 6, and then pounce grab shop. So we could make, yeah, like he's saying. Okay, so we can make pounce, like you said, 7. And we can make grab 8. And then shop is enter. And then now we could probably close this. And then now we can go back. We can close this. And we could resume. And now I can play on the control panel, you guys.
There he is.
Oh. Thanks, David, for your help. So yeah, now that you guys can see there, I'm playing on the control panel. Yeah, you could also, yeah, like he's saying, you could also use the X input to do that too as well. Yep, just 2 different methods. Okay, cool. So yeah, this is the other method. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I didn't know how to do that. So David just taught me something new too, you guys. So we all just kind of learned on how to do that. So it's just like a side scroller. Kind of seems like kind of like a beat 'em up side scroller. I don't remember what button was grabbed. There we go. To use machetes, heavy weapons are effective. A bat, huh? Awesome. Throw knives. There we go. It's in PC games. But like I said, you're going to have to go fix it, bud. Raisin. if you heard me. Yeah, player 2 coin button, like David said. Player 2's coin button, and you can do a global search of all the games. So then you can just type in what game you're looking for. And that'll do a search for the whole system. You missed the fix. Well, you're just probably going to end up having to go back and then rewatch what we did. Let me know if you all have any other questions on anything. Oh, died. Hold B. Okay, try again. There we go. What was my... Sorry, I don't remember what all the controls were, you guys. Trying to remember what the controls were. Yeah, right. Yeah, sorry, guys. I'm probably not the greatest at this game. I've never played it. And then it's just a matter of me trying to figure out the controls again. Yeah, that takes a lot of my health down. What was my jump? Okay, there's my jump. Yeah. I'm getting my butt whooped, you guys. No, I wanted to save that grenade. Son of a... Okay. There's my jump. What the hell is that? Use. I'm trying to figure. Oh, there we go. Oh, wow. I didn't see that there. Yeah, like David was saying, you could use X input too as well. And I do have a tutorial on how to do that as well. Like he was explaining, this is like the old school way that they used to do it. So yeah, you could do an X input on this game as well. Oh. Oh, I missed that. There we go. I think I'm gonna die. Ooh. There we go.
Thank you. You may need this.
So yeah, David's kind of explaining some of the X input stuff. Yeah, with X inputs, probably not going to work on a lot of the games, just because a lot of the games do require like dual analog, where you do have to obviously use camera and move. So there you guys have it. We went and fixed this game, went in and got the controls to work on our control panel. Pretty fun game to play. So I'm going to back out from here, you guys. Stream will probably be ending in like 9 minutes or 8 minutes here. So let me know if you have any other questions. So now I'm able to use the control panel with this game. So there we go. That game is fixed now on here. And now I'll know how to get in and do it on our other systems until it gets fixed on our drives. No problem, Bronco. What's up, Loose Cannon? Kind of, we're at the end of the stream here. We got about like 5 minutes left. Typically, we just do about an hour. Again, for everybody, I just went in and fixed Shank 2 and then got our controls to work with our control panel. So you guys can reference back to that, watch this video again, and kind of see how I did things. Hopefully, you guys can kind of see with the way I had the camera and things like that. I know it might be a little hard to kind of see, but hopefully you guys can kind of get in there and fix that. So I'm just going to keep on going from here to finish up the live stream, just kind of finish quality checking this. We did the device manager. Just going to check to see if there's Windows activation, which there is. And then we want to check our guns just to make sure those are all correct. Just going to check my guns. Left, middle, right. On screen, we like to have left, middle, right, and then obviously enable calibration. We want the right, and then off screen, right, middle, right, which he's got. Kind of getting some interference with my guns there. I think it's probably because that back door is open, the light. But anyways, so that's all good. Yeah, I might actually just have to shut this door. I know sometimes if I get the light from outside, it'll interfere with the guns. So I think we should be good now. So I'm going to test the recoil. Then I'll just check gun 2. And he has the left here. We need to just change just the middle. We'll apply changes, test that. That's all good to go. So we did that. We're going to test our controls just to make sure everything's working good here. Just double checking stuff just to make sure nothing came loose. Everything's still working good. And I just like to hit everything multiple times just to make sure nothing sticks or anything like that. And all that's working beautiful. Check my four-way. That's all working good. So that's all good. I'm just going to go into settings, and I'm just going to go into devices. Just to make sure we don't have like a USB trackball or anything in here. We just have our OptiWiz, our normal OptiWiz. So all our trackball codes and everything should be good. I shouldn't have to go in and mess with any settings with anything. So all that should be good to go there. Yeah, shouldn't be anything else I have to test there or fix there. That should be pretty much it there. And then now that all that's done, and I know pretty much everything else is going to be good on our system. So then from here, obviously, I'm just going to launch Big Box, get in, go into MAME, test a couple games, and just go through kind of things, test the controllers. Obviously, I'll go in and test the guns and some games and just kind of double check, make sure everything's running good for us with some games. Clean this up, button it up, and then she should be ready to get shipped out, you guys. So that's pretty much it, you guys. So I'm just going to launch Big Box here, and we'll start it from here. Let me see. Hey, David. I ordered my machine mid-August. Can I expect a call to review artwork soon? You think? Question mark. Very excited. So yeah, what's your last name or your machine? If you know a machine number, Brian. Order 1816. Yeah, David will probably end up having to look that up. So I'll just let the stream go here for a minute longer, you guys, just because Brian's trying to figure out where his machine's sitting at. 1838. I can check to see if the machine is built. The machine might be built already, and then we might just be waiting on artwork. I'm just kind of looking here just to see. There's 1833. I was just seeing if we had it built. There's 1835. The machine built yet. So I don't think the machine is built yet. So there's your answer, Brian. David just told you that it's coming up. Kind of looks like you're next in line for your artwork design and stuff. So hopefully in the coming months here, that'll get situated, and we can get your machine built for you. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining the live stream today. Hopefully we answered some of your questions. We went in and fixed change, kind of seen how we got in and did some of the controls too as well for the control panel to work. So thanks again. See you all next week.